2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke and Rich, looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you?
What a gargantuan tee shot.
TPC Scottsdale, known for a bunch of birdies, Rich, and you can get right after them here at the first.
A gentle opening hole, second shot, a good opportunity to get your iron play dialed in. Green is very small. Anything missing to the right and to the left will run off into a collection area. However, if your irons are dialed in early, it's a great opportunity to make an opening three.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Finds himself in a share of seventh. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. Left yourself an opportunity. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup. This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, so close. This is a par putt. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been a little up and down, but she's just one stroke back from her rival.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires two big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those two bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Wow, what a shot. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
A chance to get 2 back on the course here, this one for eagle.
Oh, that's a nice line. Oh, what a super shot. And now at 3 under overall.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Opting for the 6 iron.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
He's looking for an early KO against Lydia after that. Wow, she's on the ropes and maybe down on the canvas if he continues.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Attaboy, good shot. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Going with the 8-iron here. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
A quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first place, with Xander Schauffele in second.
Good shot there, Beamer. Second shot here on the 6th.
Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Gee, he's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will take him to 6 under.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Getting ready to play their third. Ooh.
Nice bunker shot. Not rewarded, however. Still very good.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the 7th. A 7-footer right here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 7 under. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Yeah, that one's looking good. Outstanding approach shot. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
Here's Lydia Ko. This should play.
Ah, yes.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Sitting at 8 under, currently leading. Well struck. Putting for birdie.
This really looks good.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Not quite the shot he was wanting.
Henny, what does that lie look like?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
That's tiny. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That was a gallant attempt. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. The 11th is a par 4 playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Choosing the 9-iron here. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Just didn't drop.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. The 12th for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. A quality shot, that.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
This putt to get to double digits under the card.
This is their look at birdie.
It was on a good line. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
On a nice line.
Putting for a bogey. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader.
The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green, or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Is there anything classier than someone that could hit a driver off the deck? Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
15 feet to the cup. That's frustrating. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. This looks good. But what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. Leading by a couple after that hole. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
We're 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down. All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
This one's tracking.
That's inside the range.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Taking aim from around 190 yards here.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Lovely effort that. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt.
They can open up their wings after this if it goes in. This one, guys, for eagle. This is, oh yeah.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Beauty of a chip shot there.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
That's a pretty handy shot. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar, Luke. The greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Ooh. Par putt coming up here.
That gets the job done.
He's currently sitting in first place.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale's an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. The power play, you gotta love it.
It's exactly what I've done. Nobody wants to see somebody laying up on a par 4 that's drivable. Pull out the big stick.
Terrific shot, almost an eagle.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie.
Harold Varner III coming off a bogey on his last hole, and that will drop him to 3 strokes off the lead. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach, but once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Oh, that was pure. The approach into the final green at TPC Scottsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling with 50,000 sets of eyes focused on you?
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And with this putt, he will win the event.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
All right, not the end of the world. Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
Well, when it comes to performances that they'll remember, that certainly has to be one of them. What a brilliant play today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm happy to be out here covering our featured group's play this week. We're in for a very entertaining time as there seems to be a rivalry starting between these two players.
I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beam doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it.
That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker. 8 feet to the cup.
They'll be soaring high if this goes in. This one for Eagle.
That's tracking. Wonderful shot.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
Currently 2 under for the event. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Has to put this one downhill.
Remember, there's 2 important parts of a putt, line and length. Too much length on that one.
Playing their 4th shot.
Oh, yeah. What a shot that was.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Currently a couple under for the round. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the 3rd hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
That's a little untidy. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And here we are with the 3rd shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. And down she goes.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
He's currently tied for 5th. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 4th has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Well done. Take the birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
This is on a stupendous line.
Let's return to live play now. Putting for birdie here. Well played.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
No, that's too bad. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. And there it is. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
And it goes in. Great shot.
Ah, nicely done. Great chip.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Still in the lead now after that hole. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, The left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him the third round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up, and I was fortunate.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
Setting up from the first cut here in the green. And after that effort, this...
He'll carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Getting ready to play their third. Only one shot off the pace.
How close was that to going down? A par putt on the table. That's a good putt to make, that one.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
Oh, almost went in. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, get in. And back to the course with the live action. And this putt will take them to 5 under.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, they'll move to 5 under par. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
This shot here from about 240 yards.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
Going with a 3-wood here. Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? They're in the bunker. Got a chance to get up and down. And he needs this to save par. Well, that's a good putt to hole any day of the week. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
A spot amongst the leaders here awaits if they can make this. Move inside the top 20. Just a couple of inches away from finding that one. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Handy effort, that one. And Rich, we talked about so much and we heard so many of them throughout the years. A Tiger roar just sounded different to any other roar on the golf course. Explain just the energy of that and what you endured.
Well, the Tiger roars usually involved about 35,000 folks, and any other roar was about 3,500. So that was already a massive difference. You just knew it. There's just an energy in the air. When you heard a roar go up, you immediately could tell whether it was Tiger or it was somebody else. And it all kind of depends on how you were affected by it. And I think that where a lot of players got into trouble was listening for the roars and listening what kind of roar it was. And when they let it into their head that it was a Tiger roar, then I need to do something better. I need to change it up real quick. And in fact, that's probably what hurt them more than anything else. But listen, when Tiger did something fantastic, everybody on the golf course knew it was him.
And with that, they'll move back into top spot on the leaderboard. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Ooh, right by the hole. How frustrating. Maybe you can chip it back close and limit the damage. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hold. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
A bit short with that effort. Ow!
Well, you've just got to look with admiration. That shot took some serious skill. He's currently in the 2nd position. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Currently at -5 now for the day. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Needs to make a move soon. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
Ouch, that hurts.
A great opportunity here for him to drop this putt and get closer to the lead.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Just 2 shots behind.
Well, that's a handy shot.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
One of the good guys out there, Luke. I am hoping for this one to fall. Looking good.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. 4 feet to the cup. Solid par putt, that. Currently 4 under for the event. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Just a couple back from our leader. Opting for the 9-iron.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
And he's safely on the green.
Now, it's been some sharp shooting. This putt's for a final score of 66. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Just a 4-footer remaining.
And with it, that concludes his event.
Well, Henny, just when we thought we'd seen it all, this player wasn't able to come away with the tournament victory, but they beat the legendary, the GOAT, Tiger Woods. What?
Luke, mark this down as a historic day in this player's career, but really ever. They challenged Tiger Woods and beat him. How many people can say that?
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.